This will become a major hurricane within just a few hours, making landfall in Florida tomorrow morning and also beginning to impact us tomorrow morning. We have a Viper 6 alert day all day Wednesday. I'll have all the details and everything you can prepare for coming up. We're moving at 20 miles per hour right now. That's pretty fast, and that's good news because the faster it moves, the faster it'll be out of here. So that means less rain. However, it is still maintaining that hurricane strength, which means even though we may have less rain, we're still going to have those tropical storm force winds.
Yeah, we sure are.
We have the stationary front across our area. That's what brought us the showers and storms over the past couple of days. But that will no longer be our main focus as we go into tomorrow with our Viper 6 alert day. All attention is on Hurricane Idalia. Winds are still at 110 miles per hour, just 1 mile per hour shy of major hurricane status. It is expected to reach 115 mile per hour winds as we go into the overnight hours, still maintaining its hurricane strength as it moves across Valdosta in southern Georgia. Then it travels along the Georgia and South Carolina coastline as a tropical storm, and it is continuing to take more so a westward track, which means more impacts to the CSRA. So let's get right into it. Here's 11 o'clock tonight. There's Idalia headed towards the Big Bend, continuing on and off. You'll get some heavy rain at times, gusty winds, and then we'll get a bit of a break with some lighter rain, and then it just continues. 6 o'clock. Very heavy rain for everyone. Some strong storms possibly embedded in here with the threat of some spin-up tornadoes. It's Allendale, Screven, and Jenkins County as well where we have to watch for these brief spin-up tornadoes. That's what tends to happen in these outer rain bands from these systems. These expire very quickly. That's what we've been seeing all day long in coastal Georgia and coastal South Carolina. We've had a few tornado warnings earlier today, and they expire sometimes even before 15 minutes.
Right, exactly.
Yes, rotation very weak. And this is the case typically with tropical systems. Just those brief spin-up tornadoes usually just verify as a funnel cloud, at the most an EF0, EF1, but 10 to 15 feet of surge around the Big Bend, say anywhere from Carabel down to Cedar Key. Very significant life-threatening surge there. And I am expecting it to still remain a hurricane, a weak one though at that, winds at 75 miles per hour. So that's just a couple miles per hour above tropical storm status. But nonetheless, it's possible that a Category 1 hurricane could be just skimming some of our southeastern counties, say Screven, Jenkins, Allendale, and then it will move right along the coastline of South Carolina. Yes, we're dealing with the worst of the impacts right now. In fact, we're almost done with this. I'd say around 3 more hours of the very heavy rain and the tropical storm force winds. But also, Tim, I'd say that center of circulation is already headed towards some of our southeastern counties, if you could even call it that. That center is definitely becoming more disorganized now that it's a tropical storm.
Yeah, it sure is. And because it's over land, right?
The center of Idalia is located over Valdosta right now, and that's where there's an emergency flash flood warning in place. This goes until 12:45 p.m. And check out these rainfall totals. Very impressive amounts here. 6.2 inches right over Valdosta, all the way across the border down into Florida as well. 6 inches along the Big Bend and 5 inches in Tallahassee. Now for our neck of the woods, just getting around to that 1 inch mark, 2.5 now in Savannah along the coastline. This stationary front will steer Idalia out to sea, and then check out Thursday. We'll just deal with some leftover cloud cover, then gradual clearing throughout the rest of your Thursday. And by later on in the afternoon, plenty of sunshine. It's going to be a beautiful day once we get through these impacts here from Idalia. So here's a closer look at home, 6 o'clock. All that heavy rainfall that's now in our southern counties will be pushing up towards the northeast, impacting, say, Saluda, Edgefield, Aiken, Barnwell. Notice the spin there where the center of circulation is sliding right across some of our southeastern counties. Could possibly go through Screven, Allendale, and Bamberg, then exiting out towards the northeast, and then 11 o'clock at night, we're done with this. 4 a.m. Thursday morning, headed out the door for work. Things will be much better, but definitely be aware there could be a lot of trees down, power outages, and definitely flooding. That's one of our biggest concerns here.